Have you ever thrown away a hand in poker and wondered later whether it was the right move? What if I told you there are a handful of starting hands the pros almost never fold? And one of them could make you 6 times more money than any other. In the next few minutes, you'll not only learn which hands they are, you'll discover exactly how to play them so they become your most profitable weapons at the table. If you stay to the end, we'll even share a simple rule that could save you hundreds of chips in your next session. Ready? Let's dive in. First on our list is the holy grail of poker, pocket aces. 2 aces in the hole are the strongest starting hand in no-limit hold'em. The math is staggering. Pocket aces have around 81% equity against pocket kings or queens and about 88% against ace-kings suited. That means over the long run, you will win 4 out of 5 showdowns when those hands clash. Too many players slow play aces by just calling and hoping to trap. That's a mistake. You should raise and re-raise pre-flop to build the pot while you're ahead. Creating a large pot early also reduces the stack-to-pot ratio, making your decisions after the flop much easier. If you let multiple players in cheaply, your equity drops dramatically. Against 4 random hands, pocket aces win only 56% of the time. So treat pocket aces like the value hand it is. Play it fast, bet for value, and don't give away free cards. Second is pocket kings. It's often called cowboys, and it should be your second most profitable hand. Some players are terrified of running into pocket aces and fold kings too easily. Yes, there will be times when kings run into aces. That's called a cooler, and it's part of poker. But coolers are rare, and you can't control them. Most of the time, kings will be ahead of your opponent's range. Like aces, you should raise and even 3-bet with kings before the flop. When an ace appears on the flop, don't automatically panic. Consider the texture and your opponent's tendencies. Kings flop and overpair over 3/4 of the time. Even on ace-high flops, you can often make a continuation bet because your pre-flop raise represents many ace-x hands. Remember, kings are a premium hand. Play them aggressively and accept that occasionally you'll run into a bigger hand. Our third must-play hand is ace-king suited. While ace-king needs to improve after the flop to have a made hand, it's the best drawing hand in hold'em. When it hits, you always have top pair with the top kicker, and you're often dominating weaker aces and kings. More importantly, ace-king suited gives you nut potential. You're drawing to the strongest possible straight and the nut flush. Even when you miss, you have 6 outs, 3 aces and 3 kings to hit top pair. This equity allows you to make light continuation bets and leverage fold equity. The key mistake with ace-king is playing it too passively. You should open raise and 3-bet this hand and continue betting post-flop. Yes, sometimes you'll miss entirely and have to let it go on the turn, but in the long run, ace-king suited is a money-printing machine when played aggressively. Not all profitable hands are premium pairs. Suited connectors like 8-7 of hearts are speculative but powerful. These hands can connect with the board in multiple ways, giving you draws to straights, flushes, and 2-pair. Because their strength is hidden, they offer great implied odds. You can win large pots when your opponent doesn't expect it. The best way to play suited connectors is to see a flop cheaply and preferably in position. Deep stack situations and multi-way pots boost their profitability because there's more money to win when you hit. Once you flop a strong draw, play it aggressively. By betting or raising, you give yourself 2 ways to win the hand. Your opponents may fold, or you may complete your draw and win a big pot. The caution here is not to overplay them. If you miss the flop completely and there's little chance to bluff, let it go and wait for a better spot. Our 5th hand is pocket 7s, representing all medium pairs. These hands aren't premium on their own, but they have enormous hidden potential when you flop a set. Turning three of a kind gives you a disguised monster that can stack opponents who overcommit with top pair. The strategy with medium pocket pairs is called set mining. Call a raise if you and your opponent both have at least 20 times the raise amount in your stacks. This way, if you hit a set, there's enough money behind to make it worthwhile. Set mining can be profitable because your opponents rarely put you on a set. Just remember, the chance of flopping a set is only about 12%. And if you miss, your hand will be mediocre and often difficult to play. In those cases, don't fall in love with your pair. Fold or use it as a bluff catcher when appropriate. Subscribe us and watch out poker learning content. It's important to note that outside of these 5 hands, you should be folding the vast majority of your starting hands. A common guideline used by professionals is that if your hand isn't in the recommended starting chart, you should fold it. In fact, some coaches advise folding any non-pair hand, even ace-king, to a big re-raise when stacks are deep and you're out of position. Weak offsuit aces like ace-6 offsuit should be discarded even from late position. Understanding position, stack sizes, and the action before you is crucial. If you're under the gun with ace-10 offsuit, folding can save you from tricky post-flop spots. Conversely, when you're on the button and multiple players have folded, you can open a wider range. Always adjust your strategy based on table dynamics and avoid the temptation to play marginal hands because you're impatient. Before we wrap up, here's why this format works so well on YouTube. Studies on viewer retention show that you have only about 10 seconds to hook your audience. We opened with a question and a promise to create a curiosity gap and deliver value. Throughout this video, we've used quick cuts, graphics, and real examples to keep you engaged. To make your own poker content pop, open with a bold statement or a surprising statistic, then get right into the meat. Keep your intros short and visual, and always invite viewers to participate. For example, tell us in the comments which of these hands you've misplayed in the past. So there you have it. 5 poker hands you should almost never fold, and the strategies to make them profitable. By playing pocket aces, pocket kings, ace-king suited connectors, and medium pairs correctly, you'll avoid costly mistakes and maximize your winnings. The rest? Fold them and wait for a better spot. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more poker tips and strategy, and let us know in the comments which topic you want to see next. Thanks for listening, and good luck